without wasting any time, let's start today's session. So, as you know, that our CIB exam pattern 2024 is all about 5 different elective papers. Number 1, Advanced Bank Management. Number 2, Bank Financial Management. Number 3, Advanced Business and Finance. Number 4, Banking Regulations. And number 5 is your elective paper. So these are the 5 different subjects that we need to complete in our remaining time in our crash course. So as you know, JIB is quite easy than your CIB, or we can say CIB is quite challenging, quite difficult as compared to your JIB. Like if you have completed your conceptual classes, so you might be getting that hint that yes, in this we need to do much more hard work as compared to our JIB. Yes or no? Correct? So these are the 5 papers in which your first 4 papers are compulsory papers. They are compulsory papers. That doesn't mean that 5th one is your option. That is not optional. In the, you are getting more options. Okay. This is also compulsory, but in this you are getting different options. You can select whichever subject you find much easy. That depends on you totally. That depends on you totally. That whichever subject you find easy, you can select it. But in your first 4 subjects, that is very important for you. Voice issue is there, so please try to refresh it. Please try to refresh it. So we understood that we have 5 different papers in this. Okay. First 4 compulsory, 5th one is also compulsory, but in that you can elect whatever subject you like or whatever preference you have. Okay. And mainly we say that you need to go for HRM because that is quite similar to your somewhat ABFM and somewhat your ABM, ABFM. Like this, that subject is quite similar. Okay. And remember, number of questions you are going to get, that is total 100. In that you are going to get 100 total blocks, and duration for each subject, for each paper will be same, that is 2 hours. Okay. So we understood that what exam pattern is all about your CIB. Okay, chaliye. Next important thing we are going to talk about, that what are your exam dates. That what is our ultimate goal, that before this we need to complete our crash course also. So let's talk about the exam dates. Like your paper 1 or number 1 paper will be your Advanced Banking Management, that is ABM. That will be on 24th November 24. Okay, second paper, that is your BFM, Bank Financial Management. It will be held on 1st December 2024. Third paper, Advanced Business and Financial Management. We call it as ABFM, 8th December. Fourth paper, Banking Regulations and Business Law. It's all about law-related rules and regulations. That will be on 14th December. And simultaneously, on the next day, you are going to give paper 5, that is your elective subject. Okay. So these 2 papers are back to back. So you need to prepare accordingly, because now it's time to understand that we are not having that much time like we used to tell during June and July. Okay. Already this is your October. Only 1 month is remaining. So remember, your exams will be starting from 24th November, and in between this, you need to attend your office also. In between this, we are going to celebrate Diwali also. Like tomorrow, the Shara is there. So all this thing we are going to attend. So how we can complete our total syllabus? That is the biggest task. So if you are thinking that you can do by self-studying, you can try it. Let me tell you that each subject that we are talking here are having three, four, five modules each. Okay. So like suppose in each paper you are going to see different modules. So approx if in each paper four module is there and we have five subjects. So 4 into 5 means 20 modules we need to complete. That too in just 1 month. Correct? Because already today is your 11th. So that is impossible to cover it just by your self study. So better you can enroll in some batches. I'm not saying to enroll in our batches only. If you're comfortable, you can enroll it. That's why we are giving you orientation classes. That's why we are providing you the revision sessions also, so that you can check it out that whether you are comfortable with us or not. If you are finding it difficult, because everyone's capacity is different. So someone likes some faculty, some won't be liking that faculty. So that totally depends on you. But remember, never invest just because someone else is saying that this faculty is good. Try to evaluate it. Take 2, 3 days. Evaluate yourself. Evaluate that faculty whether you can continue, because this is very difficult exam. So we have understood that what is your exam pattern. Okay. Your exam date sheet also we have seen. Now we are going to talk about that what are exam patterns. Shiva sir, again I think you are facing the issue now. Okay, let me refresh. Huh. So next pattern will be your case studies. As you know, case studies are quite difficult. Okay. In your case studies, they will be giving you one full paragraph. Like in school days, we used to solve unseen passages. Correct. So the same way they are going to give you unseen passages, and based on that, they will be asking you different type of questions. So this is a second pattern, and usually case studies they are ask you around 4 to 5 case studies in your exam. So be prepared with your reading, with your understanding, because case studies will not be very small or short. They are going to ask you like full paragraph, screen case study. And based on that, you need to find out that which is the correct answer. So this is the next type of exam pattern they are going to ask you. After that, next is your without options. Next is your without options. Means they are not going to give you any options. They are going to give you direct questions, and based on that, you need to solve it or you need to write the answer. Okay, you need to write the answer. There will be no options for you. So that is what without option questions. And exams they are going to ask. Mainly they ask based on numericals. This pattern. After that, you are going to get the numericals. So as I told you, numericals for this numericals they can ask with the help of without option questions. They can ask you in your MCQs also. But remember, not only the theory, but in your exam, they can ask you about the numericals. So we need to prepare with both the things, with your theory also, with your numericals also. Correct? So this is all about your exam pattern. So what things we have already covered? We have seen that what is our exam pattern, like number of questions, total marks, and duration. After that, we have also covered that what are our exams date. After that, we have seen the exam pattern. Okay. Now if I tell you that how we are going to proceed, okay, mainly in our exams, so I and Niharika ma'am will be covering your ABFM. This is your IIBF book. So we both will be covering your ABFM, your paper 3. Okay. So in this ABFM, we need to understand that they are asking theory also and numericals also. Because of this theory and numerical, your ABFM is quite difficult. Okay. And in this ABFM, they divides the portion into 4 different modules. 4 different modules. And what are their names? Like module A, the management process. Module B, advanced concepts of financial management. Module C, innovation, mergers, acquisition. Module D, emerging business solutions. Okay. So all these 4 modules are all about your theory plus numericals. But if you see one by one, your module A is totally based on theory. Totally based on theory. Okay, module B, this is the combination of theory plus numerical. This is a combination of your theory plus numerical. On the other hand, your module C is all about, again, theory plus numerical. But your module D is all about your theory portion. Now, if you think that can you only 2 modules and can you pass with that? That is just a probability then. Okay. Because each module covers approx 25 marks. Each module is important for you. We cannot say that this module is very important or that module is very important. Each module is very important for your CAIIB exams. And each module will be carrying approx 25 marks. Okay. Remember one more thing, that generally in your ABFM, we are focusing more on A and D, that I can say. But that doesn't mean that we are going to leave your B and C. No, we cannot leave your B and C. Okay. A and D, for sure, they are giving somewhat higher weightage as compared to your B and C. But if you want to clear your CIB with good marks, then you need to complete the 4 modules all together. Chali. Now, one by one, we are going to discuss that what are the topics that we are going to cover under each module so that we can prepare ourselves according to that correctly. So, first, we are going to talk about module A. Now, if you see module A, the name says the management process. Now, in this, we are going to talk about management process. Management process is in your theory. So we are going to see firstly the basis of management. What is management? That is okay, give me a moment. Let me cross check with the team. Give me a moment. Let me cross check with the team. Just give me a few minutes. They are just cross-checking it. Okay, chali. Till that time, let's discuss few things. So next, we were started about like basis of management. Okay. Firstly, what we are going to cover? We are going to cover about basics of management. What is management? Okay, what is the management process? What are their functions? What is very important? That point, what are the thoughts and approaches? Now, these thoughts and approaches are quite important. These thoughts and approaches are important. And in this, okay, just give me 2 minutes. We are checking. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, don't go anywhere. Just please confirm now everything is okay. Chale, so I think now we are all good. Okay, so let's proceed what we were discussing. So we were talking about that module A talks about your management process. Okay, in that they are discussing about what is the meaning of management, what are the different functions the management needs to perform, what is the importance of management. But the important topic from this particular unit is your management thoughts and approaches, because in this we are going to learn about different approaches, different thoughts that are present, and management challenges, what are the opportunities we are going to see. So this is all about your basics of management, and we are going to link with the business environmental analysis also. So this is about your first module's first topic. Then we are going to talk about, this is your A, then we are going to talk about the planning. We know what is planning. Planning means goal setting. Okay. So in this we are going to talk about the planning definition, what are the importance, and the main thing is what are the steps we require to perform the planning. That goal is what we are going to talk about in this chapter as objectives. Then what are the objectives? What are your goals? What are your missions? Along with that, we are going to talk about contingency planning, forecasting, decisions. This is all about your planning. Then next, with the help of this planning, we are going to organize our business organization. Okay? Because planning will be telling you that which goal you are going to achieve in upcoming time. So what type of structure your management requires. So under that, we are going to start the new organizing unit. In this, we are going to see what are the importance, what are the different stages in the process, what are the different principles of organizing, what are the different types of organizations, different structure that you need to use for performing your goals, for achieving your task. So this we are going to cover in organizing. After that, fourth, that will be your staffing. So to achieve your goals, to achieve your objectives, we require human resources, correct? So in this particular unit, we are going to understand that what are the different ways through which we can appoint employees, like how we are recruiting them, how we are selecting them, how we are giving them training. So this is all about your next topic, that is staffing. After that, we are going to see that E topic, that is directing. Whenever you are deciding with some goals and objectives, okay, for that you design your structure. After that, you appointed different employees in different designations. But we require the manager, we require the leader. So in this particular unit, we talk about your leader, your different kinds of supervision that we require to achieve our goals. So in this topic, we cover that part. And finally, if you are seeing any variances in your planning and in actual, that we cover under controlling. So this is all about your module A, totally theory. And remember, in your previous 2 exams, they focused more on this module A and your module D. Okay. Now, after this, we are going to cover. So this is the management process. You can sum up like management process, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Okay. Then after that, module B. Now, module B, as I told you, this is again for 25 marks. This is a combination of theory plus numericals. Correct? Theory plus numericals. In this, we are going to talk about what are the different sources of finances. How many ways are there through which you can raise the amount. Okay. So in this, we are going to talk about that. Like we have equity, we have preference, we have debentures. But apart from that also, we have so many different options that we are going to cover in this. Next in this, we are going to talk about financial and operating leverages. Whatever fund you have, with that fund, what is the maximum value that you can generate it? That is what your leverage topic is all about. Again, this leverage topic is all about your numericals. Operating leverage, financial leverage, combined leverage. Okay, in this also we are going to understand the income statement, how we need to calculate the income. So that is your leverage unit. After that, capital investment decisions. Capital means your fund that you generated. Now for the expansion, you need all these things we are going to cover with the help of different formulas like NPV, IRR, payback period method, okay, ARR, all these different methods we are going to cover in this. Along with this, we have so many different methods also. Then we are going to see the next topic, that is about capital budgeting for international project. As you know, that now we can do the expansion, now we can do the trading with other countries also. Okay, we can set our unit in some foreign countries also. So how we are going to decide it? As we are covering with the other countries, so we need to evaluate the exchange rates also. Okay, we need to evaluate the exchange rates also, the circumstances that is available, the scenarios. So there are different things that we need to cover in this particular topic when we talk about the international project. Then after that, the risk and uncertainty in capital budgeting decisions. What are the risks? You can assume the risk, but you cannot decide the uncertainty. Okay. So based on this, we are going to see different ways, the different formulas through which you can estimate the risk, but you cannot estimate, you cannot control the uncertainty. That is totally hidden. So that we are going to cover in the next topic, that whatever projects, if you are selecting, if you are opting, so what are the risks in that? What are the uncertainties are present in that particular project? And after that, decision making. Decision making related to your cost volume, like break-even points, okay, contribution, selling point, variable cost, fixed cost, all these things we are going to cover in your last topic of your module B. That is your decision making. After this, we are going to start with the module C. Now, module C is not totally new. Totally new. Like in your A, we have already see in our organizations, correct? We deal in that type of scenarios. Module B, we have already covered in somewhat things in JIB. But module C is totally new. Because in this, we talk about the mergers and acquisitions and how we are valuing that thing. You know, we have seen like Vodafone and Idea is coming together. This bank is acquiring that particular bank. So how they are doing this valuations? We can say so easily. But in real situations, there are so many things that they need to look for. Correct? They need to understand that their employees are there, their shareholders are present, assets are there, liabilities are there. All of a sudden, you cannot do the merger or you cannot acquire any other company. Before that, you need to do lots and lots of evaluations. So this particular module is all about mergers and acquisitions. And again in this, we are going to talk about the corporate valuations. What are the different approaches that you can use it for the valuations? Then discounted cash flow valuation, you know, like we used to calculate the NPV, the future cash flows. With the help of future cash flows, how you are evaluating your present time period or the valuation of that particular business with their future cash flows. That is what we are going to learn in this discounted cash flow valuation. Then other non-DCF valuation models. In this, we are going to talk about What if we are not able to calculate their proper future cash flows? Then how we are going to calculate that? So in this particular topic, we are going to see different formulas apart from your DCF. That is your equity valuation, enterprise valuation, choosing the right multiples, relative valuation. Like if you are not having the correct measurement, correct future cash flows, then how we can use the other company who is having the same nature, same characteristics, same classification, their recent transactions with our transaction. We are looking for the same type of companies. Through that, we are valuing our company. So these type of approaches we are covering in this particular topic. After that, special cases of valuation. Not only transferring of assets and liabilities or calculation of your future cash flows will give you the full valuation. We need to understand there are so many different factors like brand value. That is totally intangible. No one can value it correctly because from each person's point of view, their valuation will be different, their amount will be different, correct? So how to value it properly? Like goodwill. As per you, some companies' goodwill will be different. For others' point of view, that company's goodwill will be different. That is what we are going to cover in your special cases of valuation. After that, mergers, acquisitions, and restructuring. What are the different methods? What are the different forms we have? Like if a small company is acquiring big company, then what we call that? If the same company's department is acquiring the same different company's department, then what we call that? If your company is acquiring your previous raw material suppliers business, then what we call that? If your company is acquiring your retailers or wholesalers business, then what we call that? All these things we are going to cover in your mergers, acquisition, and restructuring. And finally, deal restructuring and financial strategies. Like not only this current assets, liabilities, but we need to understand the tax aspect also. Who is going to pay the tax? How we are going to adjust the tax? Your shareholders will be paying it or the company will be paying it? Which company, which income tax act we need to follow? Which particular section we need to look for? What is that capital gain that we used to pay? Are we going to pay any tax on dividends also? So all that thing we are going to cover in this particular last topic. So this is all about your module C. And after that, we are going to cover module D, that is emerging business solutions. Now, this is again for 25 marks, as I told you. And this is again your theory part. Okay, now this is something advanced type of module because we are going to see about the hybrid finance, startup finance. Nowadays, everyone wants to start their own business like startup. Correct? We all know that like Shark Tank. Different startup companies are coming. So how they are presenting them? What are the bases? What are the innovative ideas? What are the criteria to classify that startup? All these things we are going to cover in this startup finance. After that, private equity, venture capital. What are the options we have through which we can generate? Because nowadays, people are doing the private equity or venture capital. What all these things are? Angel investor. So how we are classifying that angel investor and what are the bases? What are the different type of investors we have? If you are starting any new company, if you are starting any startup, what are the different persons you have in that particular company? That we are going to cover in this particular private equity, venture capital, their characteristics, their definitions, what is their use, what is the meaning of that? That is all about your private equity and venture capital. Then after that, then we are going to talk about artificial intelligence, AI. Now we are converting our life. We are using AI in our lives. So what is the use of this AI in our lives? That is all what we are going to cover in this. Okay. Then business analytics as management tools. What are the different analysis like elements of business analytics, Excel proficiency, big data analytics, web and mobile analytics, comparing web and mobile analytics. There are different kinds of business analytics as management tools. So what is this? we're going to cover this also. Then green and sustainable financing. As you know that now we are focusing to more towards save environment, correct? Like we are seeing that electric vehicle. We are using more solar systems. So all these things we are actually using to save the energies. So that is all about that particular thing we are going to cover under green and sustainable financing. Then in your last topic, we are going to cover about special purpose acquisition companies. How these companies are used in business for acquiring any other companies. So this is what we are going to cover in your module D. So remember your module A, B, C, D. Each module talks about some different things. Okay, like A talks about management, B talks about your financial valuations, C talks about your mergers, acquisitions, D talks about startups, green finance, this different type of private equity, venture capital. All these things are covered under your D. So remember your 4 modules we have under this Abfm, and each module is very important. Sorry. So with this, let's see what will be our upcoming target and how we are going to proceed it. Okay, so if you are a candidate who is willing to enroll in our batches, then you can use Adda 24/7 this site. In this, you need to click on all courses. You can use JIB CIB section. In that, CAIB November 2024. So this is your crash course. Okay, as you click on this, okay, so what are the benefits like online live classes, test series? Along with that, we are providing you the ebooks. Okay, for multiple revisions, you can use this test series, you can use this ebooks. And remember, we are never going to clash this class timing with your office timing. So we are going to use your morning and late evening time only. And remember, if you want to know what are the study plan for upcoming time, you can use this study plan section. As you click on this study plan section, you are going to see different study plans of each subject. So as you click on like Abfm study plan, so in this, firstly, I'm going to start your A and D, that theory portions. Okay. So in your A and D, this will be our class timing. This will be our class timing, and this is how we are going to cover from 11th till our 30th October. Means, as you end this October, you can say that now you are ready with your 50 marks, because module A 25, module D 25. So as soon as you end this October, you can say that now you are ready for 50 marks out of 100 marks. Okay? And after that, Niharika ma'am will take your module B and C. So as you can see, we are going to cover it, okay, before your exam starts. Means we will be covering it till 7th November. So this is our target date till which we are going to cover your all Abfm module. So if now also you are waiting that, chalo, not enroll in this batch, we will be enrolling in some future batches. So you are just wasting your time. See, already if you have done your registrations, then also you are thinking again and again. Try to use free resources. You can evaluate it, whether you want to enroll it, then enroll it fast. Because right now we are providing you benefits. Okay. Like if you want to enroll in the batches, what you can do, you can click on buy now. As soon as you click on buy now, you can use the coupon code, that is Y895. Because if you won't be using this coupon code, you are going to get only 77% off. But as soon as you use this Y895 and click on apply, your discount amount will be 79% off. But we always say that if you want to purchase any batches, please try to purchase this batches through your Adda 24/7 app. Because through that, if you purchase it and use this coupon code Y895, you are going to get 1% extra. Means total discount of 80% you can get. So please enroll in this batches fast, because we have limited seats, and we want that if you are ready with your target, so why not let's come together and achieve this dream of yours. Chaliye. So with this, let's complete today's session. Thank you for joining. And to all our YouTube candidates, thank you everyone. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to this and do like the sessions. Share with all your friends and colleagues who are still waiting. That means they are just procrastinating their dreams just by thinking that we will be starting by tomorrow or we will be starting after a few days. Please share this link that your CAIIB is quite difficult than your JIB. Chali. Thank you for joining. Have a great day. Happy Dashera. Bye-bye, everyone.